So I just got done watching the latest three episodes, episodes 7, 8, and 9 of Andor, and just kind of want to give my thoughts on it. Originally, I wasn't planning on doing a video on this because I haven't really done a video on anything in the world of Andor. But I really wanted to talk about this because these past three episodes were just, I mean, absolutely phenomenal. Like probably some of the best Star Wars stuff ever. Well, like probably some of the best Star Wars stuff in a very, 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 very long time. Um, it was dark. It was horrific. It was terrifying. Like, I mean, speechless. Like, you know, like everything that has been building up has been building up. The Gorma massacre was absolutely horrific, and it was horrible and horrifying to watch. Like it was bad. And then the episode that followed up with Mom Mothma, and like just everything is boiling over at this point, and we see where the rebellion is starting to, like it was the straw that broke the camel's back, and it was just a phenomenal few episodes of this series. And a lot of people, they kind of fell off the series because it's a little slow paced and it's a slow build and a lot of dialogue, a lot of character development. But it leads up to this. Like it leads up to this, and we still have three episodes left to go. I feel like Tony Gilroy is the only one that really understands Star Wars. Like Star Wars at its essence is a political property. We talk about the Empire and the Senate, and we go back to A New Hope, where we find out that the Emperor has basically disbanded the Senate, and he kept all the systems in line with the power of the Death Star. And we start to find out in this show why the Emperor decided to get rid of the Senate altogether. And we're leading up to the events of Rogue One and A New Hope. And it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe everything that is going on. As someone who has read the canon novels, I mean, I read a lot of the Legends novels, which are all phenomenal, but I've also read a lot of the canon novels, and a lot of the stuff that goes on in this series, especially these past few episodes, really kind of hits a lot of the political stuff that happens in the novels. Like episode 9 really made me think of the Aftermath trilogy, where Gallius Rex, who is basically the last remaining leader of the Empire, tries to assassinate Mon Mothma, who's the new Chancellor after the fall of the second Death Star and fall of the Empire and Return of the Jedi. Like this episode gave me a lot of vibes of that. If you dig this, I highly recommend reading the Aftermath trilogy because it's all about the fall of the Empire and the rise of the new Republic, and Mon Mothma becoming the new Chancellor and all the political assets that go on in that. And then like Bloodline also is another very high political Star Wars novel, and it kind of gives me all that the vibes in this. Like you see where all the connections for the past season and a half has all been leading up to this, and the way the Empire just went in and completely just made an excuse to eliminate everybody on this planet just so they can mine the minerals for what we assume is the Death Star. The fact that they planned every single thing for years and that they had no problem making it look like there was an insurgent, and then using that as an excuse to just completely massacre all these people on this planet. And then you get into the next episode, episode 9, and Mon Mothma is getting ready to take the stand, and she's gonna confront the Senate, and she throws out Palpatine's name, and like the political things going on, like people that's working for Bail Organa, and how people are in the Empire is trying to hide it, and how there's a hit on Mon Mothma, and what's going on, and the heartbreaking scene between Bix and Andor at the end of episode 9. Like, man, like this is like, not only is this peak Star Wars, this is peak television, peak storytelling. Like this is like hands down some of the best storytelling in television I've seen in a while. Like we always talk about how we get great shows all the time. We throw in House of Dragon, Penguin, Shogun. Like, there's so many great television. Like, this is right up there, man. Like, this is peak. Like, this is just absolutely phenomenal stuff. And I highly recommend, like, if you're someone who just like, oh no, it's a little too slow, it's boring, I'm not into it. I highly recommend you guys just try to give it another shot, man, because all these parts that you think are just slow story is character building, and it makes you start to connect with these characters. So when someone passes away, there's a scene at the end of episode 8 where Zero's mom, you just see fixated on her on the screen, and you just see like she's watching the news of this massacre of this planet, and you just see like a tear drip down her eye. Like, there's so much that you're like, just oh my god, like this is a character I found absolutely annoying, but in that moment I feel her sadness, I feel her sorrow, I feel her, I feel her fear, and I'm just like, just speechless and blown away is just really what I want to say. That I felt watching these 3 episodes. Like, it is peak, man. It is peak. People use that term like, oh man, this is peak storytelling, and people sometimes like overuse it. Tony Gilroy knows what he's doing. Tony Gilroy, and it kills me because I feel like, you know we're asking for good Star Wars. We're asking for good Star Wars, and then we finally get good Star Wars, and people don't want to give it a chance. Oh, it's slow. It's too talky. It's like, it's a show that makes you think. If you don't want to think, then I guess that's not for you. But I'm so tired of the Tales of the Empire, Tales of the Underworld, Tales of the, like, I don't care about the stupid animation stuff anymore. You're reliving the same stories that we've seen a million times. All you do is just retcon things and tell the same stories. It's the same type of animation, the same type of storytelling. I don't care about Bad Batch. I don't care about these stupid tail shows that they do. Like, give me like the heart and the meat of what George Lucas was trying to tell us back in the 70s and 80s. And Tony Gilroy gets this. Tony Gilroy knows what George Lucas was trying to say in that original trilogy. So I don't know, man. I just thought it was absolutely phenomenal, breathtaking, jaw dropping, anything you want to use to just kind of like reference and describe what these last 3 episodes were. That it absolutely had it. Just peak level Star Wars, peak level storytelling. And I highly recommend it if you're someone who just can't get into the show. I mean, I think you're really missing out, but it's absolutely phenomenal. It's gonna go down as the best Star Wars Disney has ever produced. And I would argue probably the best Star Wars since the original trilogy. Like, original trilogy, Rogue One. Like, I'm a fan of the prequels, and the prequels built on what this is, but it's absolutely phenomenal storytelling and some of the best writing I've seen in Star Wars, bar none. Bar none. Like, some of the best storytelling. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching me ramble. I'm going to go play some Expedition 33. Take it easy, guys, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Later.